Success was not handed to her on a silver platter. When her close friends went to university, she had to work as a maid. She used her struggles as a springboard to start an organization called Maid4U in 2007. Maid4U is a domestic worker placement agency that has placed over 1,000 women in jobs. Lindiwe is here to tell us more about Maid4U. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Love.
Morning, Level.
Okay, talk to us about Maid4U. What inspired it you to establish this organization?
I think, as you've said before, when I finished my matric, I came from a poor background and I had no money to further my studies, and I had no other skills. But given the fact that I'm an eldest daughter in my family, I knew how to cook, clean, and iron, and that's all I could offer to the economy.
Yeah.
And I became a domestic worker. At the time, it was quite hard because all my peers were at university and stuff, and I wasn't proud to say I was a domestic worker. Anyway, I went on and went to tertiary and started working. When I started working, I had people having lots of challenges in respect to domestic workers. You know, I had many people saying their domestic workers did not come back home or something like that. And funny enough, in 2004, when I had my own child, I had the same struggle. So I thought to myself, you know, I've walked a mile in the shoe of a domestic worker, and I understand the challenges that employers go through in regards to domestic worker employment aspects, legal issues. Why not start something that can, you know, benefit the economy?
So what kind of training do you then provide to the potential maids?
Okay, what we do is we look at what the required skill. We try not to use a blanket approach to say everybody's going to do housekeeping and cooking. Sometimes you get those maids that are quite good in cooking. Sometimes they've done a certain course in cooking or cleaning. So we look at exactly what they are looking for, the skill that they lack. So, but generally we do your normal housekeeping, your baking, your cooking, your first aid, CPR, safety, and hopefully we're hoping to open an academy where we can do advanced courses like your driving and your swimming and other aspects like that.
How does somebody then improve the maid, maybe the maid they have, the helper they have at the moment? Do I maybe bring my helper to you to say, look, I want to sharpen her cooking skills?
Yeah, that's what we're working on right now. We're working to open that academy to be open to the public because we're very limited in terms of resources. So we're a small company. I mean, it's an SMME. We're still struggling to get assistance from government, from other stakeholders, so that we can open an academy that will give an individual an opportunity to say, I want to be a professional maid. We need to get to a stage where we professionalize the sector. It's a much needed sector in the economy. It's very much marginalized. But if you look at the numbers that we can create in terms of employment, those are huge numbers.
Are we paying our maids or our helpers enough, though? Because it's a very personal thing. You know, there's no standard. The law does not say that you need to pay them a certain. I mean, I remember the law was adjusted, but it wasn't quite. It's not a fast rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you look at the sectoral determination 7 of the labor law, it does specify your minimums. But what we then say to household as Maid4U is that you cannot say, because the law says the take home has to be 1.6. You need to take other aspects into account, like your traveling cost, your food, your accommodation, you know, and you also need to look at logistics, like how big your house is, how many kids are in the house, what will she be doing, what are the responsibilities. So we try to sort of advise the clients in regards to that. And also we continue engaging with the Department of Labor to say, can we not make a bit of amendments to the Act, because it's quite open, you know, to exploitation.
All right, Lindiwe, you know, we've run out of time, but this, I think, is a conversation we need to continue having. Lindiwe Shibambo is talking to us about Maid4U, which is a domestic worker placement agency that has placed over 1,000 women in jobs.